Hi gang, Woody55 here, Max Customer Service Manager on Gotvapes.com. I'm going to do a little workup today on the new 30 watt Orbit box mod, as it's been named. Nice little unit. Uh, me, the back is put on the small Phillips screws. Let me pull the back and show you the internals. Doesn't take but runs on one 16350 or 16850 battery. All right, there's the inside, nicely made, sealed. All your electronics is sealed. Kind of got a little see-through cover there where you can see in part of it. Your battery on this, the positive end always goes towards the top on it, and it is marked inside the tray. Got your fire button, your plus, and your minus. Okay, let's stick the cover back on it. Now I got a couple of different setups to run. I've got a 1.7 ohm coil on the Kayfun light, and then I've got a 0.9. Sometimes it reads 1 ohm on an Aqua Kayfun light. Okay. Now, when you press the fire button on this thing, it comes out of sleep mode. Get a little closer focus there. Only you can see I've got it set for 16 watts right now. Shows the resistance of 1.7 ohms. Now this thing, press it 5 times, turns it off. Now it'll display for a minute till it goes off. While it's in that mode, you can hold down the fire button, hold down the positive button. It says right now, it says left mode. You keep holding it for 5 seconds, it switches to right mode, and it flips the display around. You repeat that, and you can flip it back the other way. Now, if you hold the fire button down, hold the minus button, it says normal mode. Keep holding it, it switches to stealth mode. In stealth mode, other than showing you that it's locked and this kind of stuff, the display will remain blank. You want to go back to normal mode, hold your power button down, hold the minus button down, keep holding it, and it changes to normal mode. Alright, click it 5 times, and we're back up. Now, when you fire it, right below where it shows the atomizer reading, it shows volt reading. And it will show you that at 16 watts, I'm hitting it with about 5 volts. Actually, about 5 too. Tons of vapor. Tons of vapor, flavor. Love my Kayfun. Love my Kayfun. And with this mod, you really bring the nuances of the Kayfun out. It really makes it shine. Now, let's take the Kayfun off, and we'll go to the Aqua. I have a dual coil build on that. Like I said, it comes out to about 1 ohm. It shows 1 ohm on this with a ohm meter. It will read about 0.9, and sometimes on this it'll read 0.9. Now, here's the thing. Let me zoom in on this a little more. With this mod, at 16 volts or 16 watts, it'll fire it at about a little over about 4.1 volts. If I drop it below that, like down to say 14 and a half, see the atomizer resistance flash off. It'll still fire it, but you won't have a regulated voltage. It's telling you you've got to have this thing puts out a minimum of 4 volts. You've got to have it set to where you're putting a minimum of 4 volts to your atomizer. So you got to be at a minimum around 16 watts will get you in the ballpark. Now, 16 watts on the Aqua. And that's only like 4.1 volts. Now, if I take this, this goes up 0.1 watt at a time. I'm at 19. There's 20. This will go to 30. This Aqua, that is 4.6 volts at 20 watts. Oh, it hits. It hits strong. Nice mod. I really like this mod. I'm going to take her to about 20. We're going to go 25 watts with it. 5.1 volts. I've got our GV4 Select in this, our version of RY4. Man, brings out the flavor on it. It is something else. Like the Aqua, it's pain to build that dual coil, but if you persevere with it, you get an excellent vape, and it does wonderful on this 30 watt orbit box mod. I'm gonna drop her back down. To about 19 watts. Now, one thing I haven't tried yet, and this is going to be a try on that, is a regular Pro Tank 2. We're going to turn her down to about At 12 watts, is 5.1 volts. And I have a 555 in here that we're fixing to be bringing into our lineup. It's wonderful. If you like 555, you'll love this one. So it works great with just a regular bottom coil tank on it. Go back to my Kayfun. Now Kayfun at 12 watts is 4.3 volts. It still blows a lot of vapor. I like running it at about 15 now. Which is about 5 volts. Oh, just wonderful. Now the display on this thing, after a couple of minutes, it will just blank out. Basically go to sleep. And you hit one of the buttons and it will turn the unit back on. If it sets longer than that, it will power the unit completely down, and sometimes you have to hit it 5 times to turn it back on. Other than that, great unit. We'll be bringing these into the lineup sometime next couple of weeks. So be looking for them. It is our foray into the box mods now, and in my honest opinion, great unit. All right, that's as good as I can give you on it. Gave you all the particulars, the details, how to operate it. Oh, and this port here on the front is just that's a micro USB, like a Samsung phone charger connection. What's used on some of the other box or the other stuff like the iTaste MVP and some of the pass-throughs, same connection. You can plug into that, into USB or into a wall charger, and you can charge the battery in this. It has a built-in charging circuit. You don't have to be taking the back off of it. See, it just powered off. You don't have to be taking battery out when you run it down and sticking a new one in there and having to do all the unscrewing and everything. You just plug it in there and you can charge the battery in it. It takes an hour or two to depending on how low, hour or 2, 3 hours to charge it back full charge again. Like I said, just push the button one time, you're back on. And on that one, I've got Hush in that one. Everybody knows that's my favorite. All right, there we go. The 30-watt Orbit box mod, as it's been named. Keep an eye out for it. We'll have it before long. As always, Woody here. Vape well and vape safe.